Morning students. In the last class we saw first principle of the differentiation, and we saw the differentiation of sin x to cosec x. Now we will have some more good functions which we want to look here. I would talk to you about an important formula. Suppose I have a function x to the power n, x to the power n, where n may be any number, any fraction or any minor negative number, integer maybe, negative number, positive number, fraction number, any maybe n. But I tell you one thing, that the derivation of this function is depending on the binomial theorem, and binomial theorem portion is not in your syllabus, so this question gonna be tough to you. For making easy, so how we can derive the formula, I tell you some other method. I take here some particular value like 3, acceptable it is, like 3, and I want to look what is the answer, and whatever the answer we will get, we will manage and we will try to make a same formula for x to the power n. So n equal to 3 I have taken, and let's look what will be the answer. So this is my function, and question is find the differentiation of function by first principle. So I taught you the method, you remember. First of all, we find x plus h. So instead of write x plus h, use a formula. What is the first principle formula? Limit h tends to 0, f of x plus h minus f of x upon h. Put up the values. Limit h tends to 0, f of x plus h meaning x plus h whole cube, f of x meaning x cube upon h. Now students, you only expand x plus h whole cube. You know how to expand it. A cube meaning x cube plus 3x square h plus 3x h square minus x cube upon h. And these two will be cancelled each other. The remaining, from the remaining, take out h common. So what remaining here? 3x square, and this is 3xh upon h. This h cancel, and in the remaining portion you put limit h tends to 0. So this is without h, it will be similar. This is h, so it will be 0. So your answer is 3x square. What very good answer you got? D by dx x cube, we got 3x square. So can you make the formula by this? If this 3 is not 3 but it is n, suppose. So what is the answer coming? Power is coming front and 1 is deducing from the power. You know, 3 is coming front and upside it is 2. So same as here, n will come front and 1 power will less. This is nothing else but it is a formula. Can you read? D by dx x to the power n is equal to n x n minus 1. Power will come front and upside it going to be 1 less from the power. This is differentiation of x to the power n. Actually, I also could derive this formula directly by this method. But that time, this is x plus h to the power 3 is coming because it was 3. If you supposed to have here n, it will be x plus h to the power n, and that you don't know what is the expansion of x plus h to the power n. It is actually binomial expansion. You haven't read till now, it is not your new syllabus. That's why I left this particular theorem, and I explained with 3 because that time you could expand the power 3 quotient, and that was very simple. 4 things it was missing, I think, one term. Luckily I have seen it. This is h cube I am missing, and x cube is in last. Okay, no matter. When I took h common, it was h square in middle, and again it was a 3xh and it is h square. These two will cancel. Okay, let's look again. By mistake I left one step. It was x cube plus 3x square h plus 3xh square and h cube. We have 4 terms in expansion, and x cube was leaving alone here. These two cancel. From the remaining, take out h common, and h and h will cancel. Put up the limit all gonna be 0. This is 0, this is 0, but this is not 0. 3x square is remaining, and that is answer. Based on this formula, based on this question, we created the formula, and keep remember the formula now only. That formula is, we have got the formula is d by dx of x to the power n equal to nxn minus 1. Now we try to make some question from this formula. Okay. First question, easy question I am taking. Suppose I ask you what is x to the power 5. What is the differentiation of x to the power 5? Without first principle, use a fundamental method. And this is only the formula method only. So use it. What will happen? Power will come front. So power is 5. And 1 will less from power. It is 4. Answer. I didn't use here first principle. I used formula, and that was I got an answer. Suppose I have one more question. D by dx of, suppose only x is coming. So what will happen here? X to the power 1 we have. Use the same formula. 1 will come front. 1 will reduce from the power. 1x to the power 0. And you know that it is 1 into 1 meaning 1. So please keep remember. Right onward. D by dx of alone x is always 1. Alone x. But if d by dx you have x squared, what will be the answer? Again use the same formula. Power will come front. 1 will reduce from the power. So 2x to the power 1 meaning 2x. So keep remember x square have a differentiation 2x. You know some functions differentiation you must keep remember very fast that x square, the differentiation of x square is 2x. Only x is coming. The differentiation of x is 1. One very important function I am telling here. D by dx of root x. This is very good actually. And I just want that you student remember this as a formula. That only you will write d by dx of x to the power half. D by dx of x to the power half. And use a formula. Power will come front. 1 will reduce from power. 1 by 2 minus 1 is a minus 1 by 2. Transferring denominator, it's going to be plus. And you know that x to the power half itself meaning root x. So can we read again? There's a formula we got 1 upon 2 into same. And this is the very simple concept we have got. 1 upon 2 into same. So 1 upon 2 into same. We got a formula. Now, more formulas we can get. Suppose one more question I'm writing and I want to you students just keep remember this is a formula 1 by x. 1 by x. Suppose this question is coming to you, what you will write? D by dx of, first of all you will write here x to the power minus 1, you will transfer the numerator, then use a formula, power will come front, 1 will less from the power, and x to the power minus 1 will be minus 2. And just shift in denominator, you will have a 1 upon x squared. So your answer finally got minus 1 upon x squared. So these two are very important, students. You please remember that till end. So students, this was all about formulas. One more things I want to discuss with you here. D by dx of c. So very simple, but you know that a good question that it is d by dx of c meaning constant, where x is not available. So what is the meaning of d by dx? Meaning the differentiation of function with respect to x, meaning the instant change of the function when with respect to the instant change of the x. When x will change instantly, what will be the change in c? But I tell you that it is nothing x here now. So if x will change, there will be no change in c because c is a constant value. It is not depending on x. So even x is changing, there will be no change in c. No change meaning 0 answer. So keep remember d by dx of alone constant always gonna be 0. This is simple concept. How question may come? D by dx of 5 is coming. So you write only 0. D by dx of a is coming, you write 0. Suppose d by dx of a to the power 5 is coming, you write 0. Sometimes students write 5a 4. they put power first and one deduced from power, but it is wrong because the differentiation is with respect to x. So except x, all the number are constant. So even it is looking beautiful question, but it is constant. So answer is 0. So keep remember my words, students. So all are very easy things I have explained here. Now we'll look some formulas. I tell you something about differentiation. We have seen all the formulas till now: sin x, cos x, tan x, cot x, sec x, cosec x, and 1 by x, and root x also, and x to the power n, which was very important. So these 7-8 formulas we already seen. So further will be definitely depending questions. We'll have first principle also. Whenever the questions will be told to solve or find out the differentiation by first principle, we will use the first principle formula. Otherwise we will do the formula method. Okay. Let me tell you something about the new thing which I want to share with you here. That the thing is some question we want to take. I think when we'll have some question. Before it, I have something to tell you. Look at here. Suppose you have one function or two function or three function or four function in differentiation. You don't bother. If plus and minus sign between them and lots of functions are coming together, you are doing differentiation of all the function, you only separate the d by dx. Meaning d by dx will separate with first function and d by dx will separate with the second function. So it is nothing hard. It is very simple. You can understand that two functions we had and I only separated d by dx with the both function. If plus may be or minus may be, you don't worry about that. Suppose question is here with you: x to the power 3 plus sin x plus cos x, and you are told to find dy by dx. Try to understand how you will find out. What is the meaning of dy by dx? Meaning differentiation of y with respect to x, and by fundamental method, by formula method. Don't use the first principle. So how you can start? You will write here differentiation of y with respect to x. You will write very simple with w respect to r and x, with respect to x, and then you will write that y will be d by dx of y. That is operator d by dx with y, d by dx with y, dy by dx. You write here d by dx of function. If I know that you are new for differentiation, sometimes student write y here, sometimes student write y here. It is wrong. D by dx is operator which is operating both sides. You know, d by dx y and d by dx function. Then we have a three function with plus sign. So you only separate d by dx with this, d by dx with sin x, and d by dx with cos x, like that. And now find your answer. So x to the power 3 is just like x to the power n. Power will come front and 1 will be used from power. The differentiation of sin I taught you is cos x, and cos, the differentiation of cos is minus sin x, you know it, and that's an answer. So it was nothing hard, you know. So this kind of a thing you will learn a lot afterward. So we have plus and minus whenever, so we only separate the differentiation operator. But if you have, look at the question, d by dx of, suppose two functions are coming in multiplication. If two functions are coming in multiplication, only two functions I am talking about, not three, not four functions, but two functions are coming together, then what is the differentiation of this? So I am telling you by direct formula, not by any special derivation. Keep remember, this is my first function and this is my second function. You can also converse that. You also can assume it is first function, it is second function, no matter at all. So what the answer is? Whenever d by dx, f1x into f2x come in, keep remember d by dx do not separate with these two. As a plus and minus. As a plus and minus, it will not separate with both the function. Actually d by dx with multiplication follow new formula. What the new formula? That please look on the board. That first function as it is, it will not change. Differentiation of second will happen. D by dx of second plus just reverse. Second function will be as it is without any derivation. and differentiation of first function d by dx of first function. And that is whole is the formula of multiplication. This is the multiplication law of the differentiation. Very easy, student. I just want to put a question. Question will be called differentiate y is equal to x square sin x. This is my question. Can you see we have two functions, x square and sin x. We have two functions, multiplication there. We want to find differentiation, or you can call find the derivative. You will be told find the derivative, or you are told find the differentiation of y, or you can be told that find dy by dx. So all questions are very same question. You know, one more thing, find the differential coefficient. This also can be called, you know, these all are similar language, all meaning you want to find dy by dx. Okay, so find dy by dx. How we can start the problem? Y is equal to x square sin x is my question. You write first differentiation of y with respect to x. That is very formal language. You always write it, and then write dy by dx. D by dx is my operator, differentiation operator, and y is already there. D by dx of x square and sin x. I again tell you, don't write y here, because d by dx is actually operator of differentiation. Now, what I will do, I will use this formula. Students. That formula is first function as it is, differentiation of second, the second function as it is, differentiation of first. Use here. This is my first function, this is my second function. You need not write all this, you need not mention like that. Okay, but for bit convenient condition, I have mentioned like that. Okay, first function, second function, use this formula. Formula is dy by dx is equal to first function as it is, x square as it is, differentiation of second function, plus second function as it is, and differentiation of first function. Can you see? X square is independent, no change at all. Differentiation of second function, the second as it is, and differentiation of first function. Now do it. X square is x square. Differentiation of sin x is cos x. Sin x is as it is, and differentiation of x square is power will come front, and 1 will reduce from the power, 2x. And that is answer. If you want to decorate the answer by your own, you can just take out x common. So what remaining? X cos x. And what remaining? 2 sin x. You know, just like that. That's an answer. So I don't think it's a trouble. Keep remember now that when two functions are coming together, when three functions will be there, I will tell you that instant. You don't worry about that. But if two functions are coming in multiplication, use this formula, please. So this is the formula for multiplication. Now let me tell you the formula for division also. Division. When d by dx of two functions are coming in division now, in a division pattern, f1x upon f2x, what will happen? D by dx of f1x upon f2x if this is coming. So, you know, again I tell you that d by dx will not separate with the numerator and denominator. D by dx of f1x upon d by dx of f2x, it will not happen. So what will happen? Use the formula. What the formula is? Look at, I tell you. Here we start with denominator. Try to understand. Denominator as it is, differentiation of numerator. You start with denominator. Denominator as it is, differentiation of numerator, minus numerator as it is, differentiation of denominator, upon the square of the denominator. That looks very strange, but it's very easy. Minus will be using here. Minus will be using here, and denominator will start with the denominator. Denominator as it is, d by dx of numerator minus numerator as it is, differential denominator upon square of the denominator. That simple is that. Now we can look the form question. Can you see the question? You are told, suppose sin x upon x. Find the dy by dx. How will write? I start the solution. Differentiation of y with respect to x. I'll write dy by dx. I'll write d by dx of sin x upon x. then dy by dx is equal to, use a formula. This is numerator, it is denominator. You start with denominator as it is, meaning x as it is. Differentiation of numerator means sin x minus sin. The sin x meaning numerator as it is. Reverse condition, d by dx of denominator upon the square of the denominator meaning square of x meaning x square. Now go on, d by dx of sin x is cos x and d by dx of x is 1. That only I taught you. D by dx x is 1 today only. Initially I taught you that when x to the power it was 1, power will come front. So 1 x to the power 0 will be there. So 1 is the answer. Student, again I tell you, this x and this sin x will be as it is. Don't do its differentiation because they are constant here. And the next, it's all over about because you can see that further there is no possibilities and chances here to simplify the term. So definitely we will leave our answer right here. So student, hope you are getting the thing which I want to share here. So we can see some questions from the book. This is all about the formulas, plus, minus, into, divide and differentiation of all the functions explained. Now see, suppose question says, example number 12, suppose I am having, find the differentiation of f of x equal to 1 by x. So now you may be thinking that this question already we have done it, 1 by x. But if I write by first principle, then question going to be changed. Because if it is told to use only fundamental method, do the same as I made today only, just in a few minutes back. I made the question 1 by x, but this time it is by first principle. So what and how can we done it? Okay, look at it. First of all, you write your function 1 by x and then write f of x plus h, because by first principle you know that this term is always coming. So 1 f of x plus h equal to 1 by x plus h. Then dy by dx will be, formula, limit x tends to 0, f of x plus h minus f of x upon h. Now put the values, f of x plus h meaning 1 upon x plus h, f of x meaning 1 by x, and look at this h is remaining which will be here, but this looks very awkward to writing here, so I write just by side 1 by h. This is h actually. Now what I will do, I will take LCM. Look at, very easy it is. Take LCM, x minus x plus h will multiply with 1. Because of minus, both sides will change, upon x and x plus h, both will be coming here. These two will cancel. H tends to 0. 1 by h minus h upon x plus h into x, cancel. Minus 1 is upside, h tends 0 will be putting here, x plus 0 into x and x into x squared. That only we knew the formula, because 1 by x equal differentiation of 1 by x already we have seen, it was minus 1 by x squared. And that when I was teaching you this question formula, I taught you, remember this as a formula, and this is actually by first principle the question came same, so we already have a same answer, we got a same answer. Okay, so this is a question, example number 12, we have done it. Now we would like to tell you question number, some example, more example I will tell. Look at on the board. Example number, if you will focus on that, find the derivative of, example number 15 I am telling you, find the derivative of x plus 1 upon x. Let me tell you one thing, and I want to pull your attention towards the language. Find the derivative, meaning differentiation we want to find out, of x plus 1 upon x. But it is not specially state there by first principle. When it is not told that by first principle, don't use first principle. Only use a fundamental formula method. So it is not told here now that by first principle do derivative. So okay, we are independent, we will not use a first principle. So how we can do? Look at, first of all, you put let y is equal to x plus 1 upon x. That only y you always write y is equal to x plus 1 upon x. Now you want to find its derivative now. So you will write differentiation of y with respect to x. And you will write dy by dx. Along with y, you use operator d by dx. And you use operator d by dx along with x plus 1 upon x. Now, can you see the function? This is a divide. And recently I taught you the one question as well as the formula of divide. So division law, use it. What the division law? Denominator as it is. Differentiation of numerator. When you will write numerator, make a bracket because there were two terms. So whenever more than one term is coming, use a bracket. Even you know that more than one term are coming in numerator as well as in denominator or anywhere. So use a bracket. Suppose it is x plus 2. You write x plus 2 in bracket. So this time x was alone, so I need not use a bracket. Okay. Denominator as it is. Differentiation of numerator minus numerator as it is. Look at bracket I used. And differentiation of denominator upon the square of the denominator. This is a way we'll use division law. Okay. Now what answer is x. Look at, I tell you something. D by dx of x plus 1, which we have a plus sign in middle of x plus 1. Meaning you know that whenever the plus sign is coming, d by dx will separate with both the term. D by dx of x plus d by dx of 1. So can we do directly d by dx x 1? We saw already d by dx 1 0. Why? Because 1 is a constant. I taught you d by dx of c was 0. So you know d by dx of alone constant is always 1. Okay. But one thing which I want to right now tell you, that d by dx of 5 is 0. But if d by dx of 5x is there, something like that only in this in this condition, d by dx 5 into x square is there. Don't use a multiplication law. But 5 is constant. Don't write 0 into something like that. What will happen? Constant is coming with x now. If constant is coming with x now, constant will come as it is outside. Constant will coming as it is outside, and d by dx of x square is remaining, and 5 into d by dx of x square is 2x. The answer is 10x. So when constant is coming with x in multiplication or division, so don't use the multiplication law. You only keep or take 5 outside and only do differentiation of the term of x. But if it is 5 plus x square, sorry to say, but this time it is plus sign. So d by dx will separate with both of the function. D by dx of 5, d by dx of x square. This is gonna be 0 because it is alone, and x square have a 2x. That is a formula. So this was all about the differentiation. Now we were here, d by dx of x is 1, d by dx of 1 is 0, minus, it was as it is, d by dx x is 1 upon x square. So what answer is now? We have x into 1 is x. Open the bracket with minus sign, minus x minus 1 upon only x square is here. These two will cancel, and this is my answer. Differentiation of x plus 1 upon x is minus 1 by x. So it was a simple question which it was in a book. So now students, you can try from the exercise directly. You can try the exercise 16th, 17th example. Both examples explained already. 18th is yet to do. 18 is yet to do. So okay, we have a little time. So I can explain the last example from my side only, and then you will be independent to do the exercise. The question is d by dx of, you have an example number 18 guys, and sine square x, and you are told to find the differentiation. So this is the question you are given. I tell you first, you can start with first line, write y is equal to, f of x language we haven't seen till now. So you can write instead of f of x y. Y is equal to sin square x. Now the tough thing is there, it is square. So how we can deal this question? I tell you. First you write guys sin x into sin x. You write only sin x into sin x. Then you can write differentiation of y with respect to x. That only dy by dx. dy dx of sin x into sin x. And you know that how to do this question. We have a two function. In multiplication, you know that how to deal this question. First function as it is, differentiation of second function, plus second function as it is, differentiation of second function. First function as it is, differentiation of second function as it is, differentiation of first function. Now answer, sin x, dy dx sin x is cos x, that sin x is same, dy dx sin x is cos x. And you know sin x cos x plus sin x cos x is twice of sin x into cos x. And that's the answer. And if you will focus on trigonometric formula, I tell you 2 sin x cos x is sin 2x. You can write answer here or you can drop answer right here, no matter at all. So okay, this is all about from my side. Now you can start the exercise guys. You can start the exercise 13.2. I think you can make by your own. Those will be good, I will tell you. Thank you.